Hey, welcome back to Your Carolina.
Have you noticed Grant sitting next to you quietly?
Yes.
Grant Blackwell is with us. Candid Home Inspections. You must be busy with this great real estate market.
Absolutely. It's been a great time, Jack. It sure has.
You can't buy a house without getting inspected.
Generally speaking, that's right. Absolutely.
Probably not the best idea to buy a house.
Yeah, I would certainly, I would recommend against it.
Well, we need you guys. We really
Certainly.
do. How long have you been doing this?
10 years now. Going on 11. Be 11 this year.
That's
so.
great.
Awesome. This is why we love this business. It's veteran Army guy. So we said thank you so much for your service. A premier home inspection from the upstate. You've won the Herald Journal's Community Choice Award 5 years in a row now.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do.
Yeah, we're very proud of that. And we're up, matter of fact, we're being nominated, going through the nomination rounds right now. So we're crossing our fingers for a 6th year.
And being a former homeowner of a 100-year-old house, notice how svelte he is. You know, you can't be fat and crawl under an old house.
That's right.
Because there's no room under there. Have you noticed that with the old ones?
Absolutely. You know, the older they are, the lower they are.
You can't gain weight.
Lower and smaller. Tell us, because a lot of people, you know, have done many home inspections when they bought houses or maybe getting their house, you know, pre-approved, you know, all that stuff. What is it like? How is it typically conducted?
So most of us that are familiar with a home inspection, it's in the context of a real estate transaction. So if you've already found a house you like, you've made an offer on it and you're now under contract, typically you have a due diligence period, which allows us to come in, do an inspection, find any major defects that might be going on with that house. That allows you as the buyer to kind of go back, either renegotiate, ask for concessions, things like that.
Yeah, but as an owner though, if you're wanting to sell, wouldn't that be also a good idea to inspect it at your own cost to prepare a house
Absolutely.
to sell?
So I use the analogy, think of it this way, like for us, we go to the doctor once a year. We go to see a general practitioner.
Yeah.
We are that general practitioner. So we look at all the major components, and if there's anything that we see that's a defect with any of those components, we can then recommend that you go out to a licensed HVAC professional, a licensed electrician, but you're not going to go to a cardiologist and all those other specialty doctors when you can go to a general practitioner and get that all done in one spot.
Are there scenarios like outside of like a real estate transaction where people need to get their homes inspected?
Yeah, so what we're seeing is a trend for those proactive homeowners, like you said, that want to have that done once a year, because if you're like me, Jack, you're not crawling under your own house just for the fun of it, just to make sure. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I'm worried about the bugs I'm going to see.
Absolutely. So there's a lot of people that are hiring us to do those annual inspections lately.
That is smart.
There you go.
Well, we got to go. We mentioned in the beginning that, you know, Army guy, veteran. How was that transition going from military to now, like getting into this business?
You know, it was one of those things. Like when I got out, I was starting to have kids. I had 3 little ones at the time, and decided to get out and get a real job.
Yeah.
So I remember renovating a house and sitting on the porch and watching the mail lady go by, and she dropped off at Yellow Pages. This was back when you still got Yellow Pages.
Yeah, when you had the Yellow Pages, you could open it up and look.
Yeah, and I started flipping through there and looking at businesses that I thought were interesting. I started making phone calls, and a home inspector happened to be one of those, and he answered, and I asked him if I could ride along with him for the day, and he said absolutely. And so 3 months later, I had a license and been doing it ever since.
Look at that. That's a cool story.
No, that's one of my guys that works for me. He's 23 years prior service Marine.
Okay,
so.
good. Lots of vets. We love this. And listen how awesome they are. If you call today and use our code word YC24, they're going to hook you up with $30 off any service by scheduling online. Again, just use YC24.
Well, good luck, Grant.
It's candidhomeinspections.com. So make sure you're going there and thank these guys for their service and everything that they're doing. So nice meeting you. Very cool.
Nice meeting you as well.
He's needed if you're buying or selling.
Gosh,
This is the man right here.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Grant.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.